Frankie, thanks very much for joining us on Seagulls TV, and welcome to Williamstown. I suppose you must be looking forward to your new role as the club's new development coach.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I come from a background of TAC, so it's all about development. So the first to 4 year players down here look very exciting, so looking forward to individually improving, I guess.
And what was it about this role in particular that I suppose got your interest and made you put your hand up to take on the role?
Yeah, I love the development side. So if I can work with the first to 4 years players, as I just said, and help them play VFL senior footy, that's the excitement for me coming down here. So if I can individually improve them as much as they can, I think Andrew will be pretty happy with me, I'd say.
And you spoke about your role with the Northern Knights just before. You've also had coaching roles at West Preston amongst others, but also a lot of experience at VFL level as a player and playing assistant coach. Do you think that'll hold you in good stead to get back into the VFL system, given you have so much knowledge about it?
Yeah, well, I would have played about 180 games of VFL footy, so I'm fairly experienced in what it takes to get there. So I enjoy that pathway to try and get there. So if I can bring that sort of knowledge to the players of what it takes to actually get there. There's a lot of TAC kids that come out and expect to play VFL footy because they're good TAC players. So it's a bit of a shock to them when they can't get a game. So there's still a lot of development to go on in that area. So that's my role, I'd say. Yeah.
And as an outsider looking in, what was your take on, I suppose, Williamstown before being appointed?
Look, really well resourced sort of a club, great respect in the whole VFL system. Well, to be standalone and be as competitive as Williamstown is a great asset to the people running the show down here, or our show now. So look, great club, great respect in terms of what they do. Even I was playing, always done the right things, but to run a club on its own without the AFL assistance is fantastic.
And just one final one to finish off, Frankie. I know it's only early days yet, but from a coaching point of view, is there a certain style or way you'll go about things here? Or?
Well, you always say you like to coach the way you played. I like to think I was pretty competitive, so contest the ball, harder, that really want to play for each other is something I've always thought as a coach. But the way the footy played now, it's all about how you're going to use the footy. That real quick ball movement, how to use each other and bring each other into the game. And on top of that, it's about how to get the ball back. So that's working hard without the ball. So the game goes for about 120 minutes. So there's 118 minutes that you haven't got the footy. So what are you doing in that time? So that sort of stuff is what I'm about, yeah.
Well, thanks very much for sharing all that with us, Frankie, and welcome again to the club.
Yeah, looking forward to it.